jungle pool and not wanting to pick up the Olaf as well. Just feeling like that is not going to be the opportune decision to make. As we're constructing a lot of things on the side of SKT, Cataclysm and Weaver's Wall just going to put a lot of temporary terrain on this map, whereas Sandbox are poking from a really long way away. They're split pushing theoretically him out of some potential trouble, but he's just going to face check a counter strike. That is bad news. Can't turning it around though. They're looking for more teleport. Going to come in from Dove.
The throws the EQ.
There's the Cataclysm as Marta gets the battle dance, but just dives in on top. Is going to be able to get out with the grand entrance, but Clid has to flash. Marta below 200 health. True shot barrage avoided. That was a very weird Cataclysm. Still staying in the area.
Oh man.
Infernal Chains are going to land. Don't get the pullback as Clid wants to get the knock up. Isn't going to be able to do so as OnFleet gets one stun. Faker turns up. Flash has to be used to get over the Weaver's Wall. Seismic Shove is a little bit off kilter as Dove has already used otherwise unperturbed by the ultimate here as Clid gets the flash Cataclysm. Dove, his passive is there. Nice sidestep on the Seismic Shove. Gets underneath the turret and now Summit wants some more. In goes Khan, but immediately Lightbound in the mid lane with the fact that he can sit in the mid lane and just be really comfortable. Weaver's Wall coming in. Clid's looking for another one. Good knock up there onto Joker. Takes the second Q from Khan, but Khan gets turned on. Has to go golden. No reset just yet. Lightbind. Sorry, Final Spark comes in, but it's not enough. First kill goes over to Teddy as Khan is looking to go home. Might have a teleport available to come back, but that's 1 for 1 in the end. Both junglers are dead.
Here's the problem, is how do you resist?
Sandbox are looking to turn, most likely. They just want to bring SKT to them. Clid, is he going to start another weird fight?
This has been the downfall of many teams.
Okay, Weaver's Wall to bring Faker in, but the Baron does fall down. Flash immediately from Summit, but he's over the Weaver's Wall. Cataclysm actually is what gets them out of there as the Jarvan is going to fall immediately. Teddy with the Blade Caller. Gigantic play into the backline as Khan now has the reset on the World Ender, and SKT dive on top of Sandbox. Better late than never when it comes to the engage.
And so they've
been farming way more than Ghost has. OnFleet gonna get knocked up as there's the Seismic Shove we've been waiting for. Faker throws out another one, but OnFleet gets out with his flash. Now, fights on other fronts. Faker looking for even more as the Weaver's Wall was jumped off of, and Sandbox just seem to have more members on the map right now, and it accelerates the Elder Drake.
Elder's coming now. Why did you take it?
They maybe were trying to force another Drake, but they were too slow. In the meantime, this tower is just going to fall down. You can see the siege potential of these 3 members of Sandbox. Okay, in goes Clid. It's another Cataclysm, but I think it's cataclysmic for SKT. He's going to go down for nothing. And now SKT, I don't think they can actually defend this inhibitor. Sandbox have played so slow and steady, so against their normal play style, but SKT have had absolutely no answer to it.
Yeah, they're getting
an impossible choice to make.
Yeah.
As Armada, he's going to dive on forward. No one gets knocked up. It's a decent charm. Weaver's Wall is going to push them into the back line. That's going to be GA popped immediately, but Sandbox just have way too much to go on. Ghost is alive in the back line. Somehow is Teddy against the world. It's been the case so many different times. Realm Warp, though, is going to close the distance. Everyone trying to kill Teddy. He survives for so long, and now Sandbox will have to go back to try and find themselves a Baron. There's OnFleek. He had the counter-strike, and that is going to be that. Almost the ace, but I believe Clid respawned in time.
He does end up respawning, but that's going to be all that she wrote here in game number 1. So, SK Telecom, they lost on blue side, Atlas.
They did.
I think that's it.
It's unfortunate.
Just go to a winner's interview, right?
Yeah. This was the side that they were able to win on in the past, but Sandbox, they're able to mix it up. It sort of just depends on how things go. Sandbox Gaming are going to pick up the win over SKT in a very slow game. SKT are going to have to turn things around. I think they did make it and let siege down their turrets and own all of the vision control just based on our composition. It's a weird game.
MVP to.
Seconds to go. Camille Mid going to be locked away for Faker. He's been playing a heck of a lot of it. Of course, I know many of us watch Faker's stream. He has certainly been playing a lot of it. In fact, It's the first I saw of this Korean pick before it was picked.
Manipulate Joker and Ghost into believing.
Okay, Hextech Ultimatum down in the mid lane. Faker trying to keep Dove there. Uses Seismic Shove just basically as a way to try and zone. Does have to flash, does get out. Faker's going to win that one. Glacial Fissure down, that's a dead Sonar. First Blood going over to Clid as Teddy trying to tank up this turret. They can see Joker is so easy to take down, and Clid grabs his second. Effort is going to heal, but that's just to make sure. Yeah, it's a huge shot blast, Clid. I don't know whether he can actually get in here. Cocoon is going to land, but it's only under the Tahm Kench. Ultimate flies forward from Effort. Look at the AoE into this pit. Goes so low, flashes over the wall, but Faker denies anything. He's going to go down before Joker even falls. And now, over the wall, not enough, as the audacious charge a little bit too late to come off cooldown. Summit dives on top of Clid, immediately transitions over to Effort, who flashes, gets back over the wall, and that's why we sub this man in. The young man mechanics from the SKT support. Not so much for Clid there, as Summit just dives on him. A really exciting team fight on both sides. I'm not entirely sure who won.
They gotta be a little bit careful. This is a Jace. He can definitely blow you to pieces. If he gets an execute, that's a really big thing, but Braum should be able to get the experience. Oh, never mind, he wasn't moving.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Position is gonna end up being degraded too as this game draws
Crescendo
on.
lands into the mid lane. Teddy does have a spell
dead.
shield, but not enough. Ghost is gonna survive as well as Summit turns up in the nick of time. It's the Tahm Kench that grabs the kill. Weave as well, just to get SKT out of the way, but Effort was there, standing ready. That's a great Seismic Shove as Effort is going to die underneath the turret. Teddy teleports back in. The minion wave was dealt with earlier, but that's another. Look at this thing melt. Infernal Drake and Mountain. It's down to half health as SKT. They're realm warping over Dove. His wall gets completely built. Effort can't get over. The Baron is going to get taken down. You know it's going to be a 50-50. Oh, Clid! Just going to take it down. Joker, remember, did not have the smite. That is going to be secured by the Tahm Kench regardless. And Sandbox have done it again. 20 minutes on the clock, and they just steal a Baron.
They just stole it right under their noses. The Mountain Dragon coming into effect right there as well. Surely helping them get everything sped up. And now, SKT, they have Ryze and Sivir. They're not horrible at resisting Baron. They are, though, at 22 and a half minutes. The champions don't have the items.
Okay, Joker, Grey Health's going to be eaten very early. Seismic Shove moves over to the side. Ghost is doing so much damage now, though.
Yeah, it's looking like what Faker and Connor trying to do. Baron Recall going to come in. They're going to beeline straight to the Infernal. A little bit too late there.
Okay, yeah.
But
I get it.
top inhibitor, this is something that can happen.
Clid caught out of position. Doesn't go down immediately, but eventually he's just taken before any response can be made. Can't. Flashes defensively. Sandbox with their Sonar composition. 5 members all together. And Faker, he had to go back. Clid now, no jungler on the map. That should be a pretty free Baron here for Sandbox, unless SKT can make something heroic happen.
They're going to need to pull a miracle.
Yeah, Seismic Shove's going to go wide. They are turning. Half health bar onto Khan. Lots of low health bars. In fact, Faker, the healthiest member of SKT. You can see this Baron is melting at the hands of Sandbox. And SKT realize there is no way they can do anything about it. Minions crashing towards the top side. And Faker's looking for the all-in. There's the ultimatum. That's immediately the devour from Joker to keep that Sonar alive. About half health now as the crescendo is to follow up. They went for the YOLO play, but it straight up didn't work. Everyone dying. Teddy, the last man standing. It might be a quadra kill for Summit as Sonar ends up falling down off the back end. Teddy does need to be respected.
It's always Teddy at the end.
Yep, On Fleet going to go down very, very low. In fact, his GA has been popped as Dove turns up, misses another ability. Come on, Sandbox. Let's take some turrets and not press our advantage too far.
Yeah.
15 seconds on Clid and Effort. As Teddy does have so much wave clear, now looking forward to 1v4. He is going to get taken down to his GA, and the Nexus turrets are going to erupt. Teddy gets one more, but it's Joker, On Fleek, and Dove, and they should have enough damage to take down this Nexus at 31 minutes. The Weaver's Wall comes in to try and help it out, but no, the last auto attack will do it. 32 minutes on the clock, and Sandbox 2-0 SKT.
And that was a really weird team fight at the end where Faker went in. Teddy was out of mana completely on the Sivir, which was really interesting because they had the breathing room coming their way with the Ocean Dragon, which means the Elder wouldn't come up for quite a while. You can hold on for 5+ minutes because Elder won't come up for at least 6, 7 maybe. And then at that point, your Sivir and Ryze get more items, you have a higher chance to take the team fight, even though you're pressured from 2 angles. It's not the end of the world, because one of the inhibitors is a false inhibitor due to the proximity to Baron. So, little bit
has actually extended over our legendary Jace players of the past. Yeah, I don't think Khan really can stand up to him yet. I feel like Summit is one of the best top laners, right? I feel like it's Keen
and Summit.
Keen and Summit are our top laners at the moment.
Summit was Keen's practice partner for a year.